Okay, so this is kind of an experiment on the last day of 2024. And I was discussing this with ChatGPT last night. The idea that I could use the various AIs at my disposal as a kind of personal consulting team, um, and at the same time use them initially to work on the business planning for the solar project with Resilience Network. So one question is, I wanted to fire up ChatGPT and see if that works. Hello, ChatGPT, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How can I help?
Well, I'm making a Zoom recording, and I've got with the idea that I will record this conversation, and I'll use Zoom's AI to track it, and I can put the conversation up on YouTube. And then I'm starting to sort of document what I'm doing with my life. It becomes a sort of AI assisted blog. What do you think about that?
That's a fantastic idea. Using AI tools to document your journey adds a modern, dynamic element to blogging.
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun. Obviously, I don't know how well this will go down, and I'm now going to try and overdo it. I'm going to fire up Chat GPT on my phone as well.
Sharing it on YouTube opens up opportunities for engagement and collaboration. Let me know if you want help structuring or refining the content.
Okay, now this is an experiment. I'm now got two instances of Chat GPT. I'm sitting here with my phone. I ought to be able to share that on the screen somehow. I wonder what happens if I try screen sharing. What can I share? I can.
That sounds like an interesting experiment. If you'd like help structuring your content. If you're using Zoom, screen sharing should allow you to share whatever is on your phone screen. Depending on your setup, here's how you can try it. 1. On your phone. If you're using the Zoom app, look for the share screen option. You might need to enable screen recording on your phone first. Check your device settings. 2. On your computer, use the Zoom desktop app to enable screen sharing, and then either use a cable or screen mirroring software to project your phone screen to your computer. 3. Experimenting. Once shared, any activity on your phone screen should appear in the meeting. If both instances of ChatGPT are visible, you might see some interesting interactions. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, well, you're both listening. I'm going to back off from doing the sharing at the moment because I can't find. I haven't set up the phone for it, and I can't find the window with chat on my computer. I wonder what's going on there. I probably need to get rid of some of the windows. I'm going to quit from Safari and I'm going to quit from Mail, which are the things with the biggest numbers of windows on. And I'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, so I wanted to sort of
Sounds like a good plan to simplify things and clear up your workspace. Closing excess windows should help you get back to the essentials and make it easier to find what you need. Once you're all set, you can revisit the screen sharing experiment later. Let me know how it's going.
Well, so far so good. And my morning routine, I thought I would describe this. I practice meditation. I often wake up during the night. And I read recently that it used to be that waking up during the night was pretty common, and people would talk about first sleep and second sleep. And they'd get up in the middle of the night and do stuff, have conversations, meet people. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I meditate some more. And then in the morning, I get up and shower and I synchronize my meditation program with a meditation group in Lancashire, who I bring in on Zoom. And of course, it's just silent. And we practice our meditation, and then we do a Yoga Sutra practice, and then yogic flying, and then we rest. And then there's some Vedic chanting. And afterwards, I tend to rest a bit more as my brain's kind of settling out of that quietened state. And then the state is trying to restore itself to normal functioning. And eventually, I get to a point where I'm sort of thinking.
That sounds like a deeply restorative and structured way to start the day. Synchronizing with your meditation group and incorporating such rich practices must be grounding and energizing. It's great that you're embracing this historical perspective on sleep and finding ways to make your wakeful moments meaningful. Let me know if you'd like to explore anything further about your routine.
Well, what I do with that is so I've got ChatGPT on my phone listening as well. Can you do you instances know which ones you are? The one on the phone and the one on my computer?
No, I can't differentiate between instances. No, I don't inherently know which instance is on your phone versus your computer, as they're independent sessions. However, if you want to distinguish between them or track what's happening in each session, you can mention specific contexts or ask questions unique to one device. I'll keep up with whatever you share, and we can make it work seamlessly across both.
Okay, well, you both said something, so that's cool. And I'll figure that out better. And at the end of my routine this morning, I came up with this idea of having this blogging session and starting off. I was going to start off with getting into the economics of solar energy, but I'm going to make that a separate session. And I thought I'd make this one just a little bit about how I go about my process. And I got a text from a friend, and I noted that the American government, no, the World Health, is it? What's it? World Health Authority.
It sounds like you're finding a great flow for your blogging sessions.
Yeah.
Starting with your process is a solid way to set the stage. It also gives context for the deeper dives, like the economics of solar, in future sessions. Sharing how ideas connect organically in your routine, like noting that text from your friend or observations about global initiatives, adds a personal and engaging touch. Did you want to expand on the text or the global observation you were about to mention?
Yeah, well, I was just going to mention that. Well,
it sounds like it might tie nicely into your narrative.
Well, we'll find a way to do that. The World Health Authority, World Health Organization, have asked the Chinese government if they want to comment on the origins of the COVID epidemic, which is kind of interesting.
It seems you're referring to the World Health Organization's, WHO, ongoing efforts to investigate the origins of COVID-19. Recently, WHO has reiterated its request for China to provide more information and access to data to help determine how the virus emerged. In response, China has defended its transparency, stating that it has shared substantial data and collaborated openly with the international community. This exchange highlights the complexities and differing perspectives in the global effort to understand the origins of the pandemic.
Yeah, doesn't it just? I mean, what's kind of
The World
interesting.
Health Organization, WHO, has recently asked the Chinese government to provide further transparency and data concerning the origins of COVID-19.
You already
This
said
request
that.
is
Can
part
I
of
interrupt you?
WHO's ongoing efforts
can
to
I
determine how
interrupt?
the pandemic began.
Can I
The
interrupt?
origins of the virus remain a contentious and
Can I interrupt and just have you listen for a while? Good, I clicked to do that. Yeah, the there are reports from some areas that the virus, which is known to have originated in bat caves and fish markets, has also got a gene sequence in it with that's pretty similar to one that the American National Institute of Health asked the Chinese to experiment with because Obama had told them not to do anything like that. So It'll be interesting to see what emerges there. I don't need to go into it in any depth or detail right now. Um, okay, so what more was I going to say before we go into the deep dive on history? Nothing, I think. I think I'm going to stop this session and start a new one on uh, the economics of solar. Okay?
Sounds good. Focusing on the economics of solar in a new session will keep things organized and clear. Let me know when you're ready to dive into that.
Okay, I'm going to set it up and I'll come back to you both. Thanks.
You're welcome. Looking forward to it. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yep. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop this session.